Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 27th of September to the 4th of October 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is the Kindred Fauna oracle, which I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Cancer for the 27th of September to the 4th of October 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? Right, so let's just pick a couple of cards and let's see what you get. Keeper of Secrets and Eternity. So this eternity speaks of endings and the beginnings that come after that. So, you know, it sort of reminds us that although something may be coming to its inevitable close, a new door opens, a new beginning can emerge, an ending makes way for new beginnings. And so the cycle goes on eternally. And then you've also got the Keeper of Secrets. This suggests, you know, you may know something, but it's not for you to disclose that. This is about knowing what to hold to your heart and what to share. So there may be secrets and there may be endings. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Cancer for the 27th of September to the 4th of October 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? And this is the lovely Tarot de Marseilles-Waite that I'll be using today to put down an 8-card spread for you, Cancer, with the first 2 cards depicting you in your current situation. The second 2 cards highlight the challenges that you're facing at this time, and the following 2 cards offer some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the final 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. So let's see what you get. The King of Pentacles and the Death card, where you begin. And your challenge is the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Your guidance is the 10 of Wands and the Pope, the Hierophant. And you're moving towards the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. That's lovely. And there you have at the bottom of the deck the 6 of Wands, a card of success, a card of having achieved something that you've set out to do and returning triumphant to the acclaim of those around you. So that's a lovely card, lovely energy to have at the bottom of the deck. So where you begin is actually a moment of completion, and with that completion comes endings. So the completions here with the King of Pentacles shows attainment and a total manifestation of abundance and stability, security, growth, having attained something, having achieved something of value, of perhaps even material value for you. But with that achievement, you reach an ending. So although you're sitting comfortably now, something is ending. You've reached a goal, and now you perhaps look towards where you go from now. With the Death card, this sort of shows that some things need to be released. Here, in this particular deck, the Death has a sickle with which to reap the harvest. So something needs cutting down, ending, and there's, although it maybe look like a frightening card, it's really just about the culmination, the end, the natural ending of things in order for new beginnings. So it really fits well with your Eternity card. So having achieved something, having manifested something that perhaps you worked really hard for, it's now brought you to the close of a chapter. The close of a chapter, and your challenge is where to go now, what to do now. The Seven of Cups shows that you have many possibilities for this new beginning, but none of them seem tangible somehow. The challenge is to choose or to recognize what is the tangible possibility here. With this is someone who's dithering indecidedly over which potential to harness and go forward with. And he's sort of next to the Three of Cups, which is, this is about, this is a card of community, of communal celebration. So perhaps because you've reached this point where you realize something is now ended, something is over, others around you may want to celebrate and toast your success, but you're not feeling it. Your challenge here, your struggle is to feel that celebration, to feel that moment of joy and companionship with others. So you sort of almost like, it sort of shows me that perhaps you feel alone. You just can't enter the party spirit. The guidance card here sort of, it reiterates that. It sort of shows you feel the heavy weight of responsibilities of something you've taken on. And again, it's an ending card. It's a 10. Tens are sort of the culmination. I get a sense here as a guidance card, it's asking you to recognize the attainment, the completion of a hard and difficult task, which has brought you much growth, even though it's been hard, even though it's been a heavy burden on you. It's brought you to this stability and security. And perhaps when you're trying to decide where to go now, you need to be looking towards something traditional. This sort of shows perhaps look towards more learning. The Hierophant card, or la pape, as it says here in French. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, this is sort of saying perhaps you need to find someone to guide you through this, some leadership. There is much for you to learn still. So your new potentials here seem to be about a new phase, learning something new. Something perhaps more traditional, something that is well structured and may have some degree of hierarchy to it. And, I can bring in the Keeper of Secrets here, because the Hierophant is, he holds the knowledge, and he knows when, he's the one who teaches his acolytes there. So it's about finding someone to follow now, where you may have brought yourself to a position of leadership. Now is the time for you to perhaps even take on a new burden and a new heavy load of learning, discovering, and unfolding the truth. And talking of the truth, here you're moving towards that with the Ace of Swords. Here this sort of depicts a solution, a beginning, perhaps even a moment of epiphany. But it's linked with finding the truth. The swords are about integrity, logic, discernment, but truth as well. So I get a sense here, you know, you will find the answer. Perhaps it will come to you almost miraculously, a moment of epiphany. Sort of you find that answer, that truth, and it leads you towards a quest for it. It's sort of like being willing to now learn in along these lines. So it's, you know, it sort of brings you to new learning to use your expression, to find, you know, learning the truth is what I get. I don't know why, but there you go. So overall, it's really maybe difficult energies, but they're good. It sort of shows that you've sort of reached a point where something, you've attained something quite solid, quite substantial, but it's brought an end to a period, and you may feel a bit wobbly, you know, you can't celebrate in that ending, because it feels, you know, as long as you focus on the end of an era, you're unable to embrace the beginnings of a new period, a new era, and that sense of not being certain of which way to go, what things ahead of you are tangibly within your grasp or not. And it shows you picking up a heavy burden again, taking on new responsibilities under the guidance of something, you know, perhaps a structured authority, something that is time-honoured, and it brings you to a moment, or, you know, a realization that you need to follow this path that leads you ultimately to a better self-expression and truth. So you're sort of like successful and people around you are happy for you, but you now need to focus, or your focus is on a new path, a new beginning, where you begin once again to be a student, to learn, and perhaps in a different vein, whereas here this is like a very material gain. This is a gain of you know, a path of seeking the truth and your integrity, what is your truth, and finding your voice. So there you have it, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.